Hey guys, good morning and thanks for checking out your latest long-range forecast update. Michael Clark here with BAM Weather. It is April 1st, Monday, and I always like it when the first day of the month falls on a Monday. It's a great time to kind of reset and I don't know, start a challenge or do something that it's the first day on a Monday. It just kind of lines up, So I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but that's how I feel. So let's get right into the forecast today. I hope everybody had a great holiday weekend celebrating, the death of Jesus on the cross for our sins. So I know it's a personal favorite of mine. Let's look at the March forecast and how it performed. All right. Now, this is a look here at the forecast from February 23rd. On the temperature side, very, very good outcome in the forecast here. This is the forecast on the left and the verification on the right. Really doesn't get much better. Maybe the only place you could argue that wasn't really good was maybe South Florida, Central Texas, and North Central, the North Central Plains. Overall, though, a very good temperature forecast. Precipitation overall wasn't horrible. It ended up being wetter in the Great Lakes for sure versus the forecast. The general pattern of wet along the coast and wet across the central strip of the U.S. was decent. Spring precipitation forecasts, especially March, in a transitional ENSO season are difficult to pin down. This is one of the better March forecasts I've seen in terms of verification. All right, so, hey, we've got the eclipse coming. All right, it's not far away. In fact, it's a week away. I thought, let's look at the eclipse totality in the center line of where it's going to go and real quick show you the forecast of cloud cover. Right now, the best viewing conditions a week out seem to be across central Indiana, south central Illinois, across the Boot Heel of Missouri, and through portions here of western Kentucky. Again, I'll try that again here real quick. In terms of the cloud cover forecast, there and then up into the Northeast and in New England is where the best views as of this distance are for lack of cloud cover. So again, 50-60% cloud cover. I mean, can you still see it? Yeah, but it's not going to be great. In Texas, it may not be good at all. It may be thunderstorming down there. But hey, this is the look at things right now. It's not an overcast, incredibly wet forecast. If anything, the Canadian and its ensembles, they are much less cloudy and show more sunshine. So we'll see. Continue to evolve as we go forward. Hey, here's a look at radar this morning. We've had rain, heavy rain moving through the Ohio Valley into the mid-Atlantic. Snow, April 1st, snow in Nebraska, heavy snow in north central Nebraska, portions of South Dakota, and out here through portions of Iowa. If we were to look here at just the rainfall forecast the next 24 hours, it is going to be very wet. In fact, flash flooding concerns are on the table across portions of Missouri, Illinois, into Indiana. Slight risk for excessive rainfall here from the Weather Prediction Center. The snowfall outlook, well, there could be some accumulations here. Northern Nebraska, south central South Dakota, locally 3 inches or so of snow the next 24 hours. I'll show you real quick the simulated radar guidance just here over the next 18 hours. Again, kind of give you an idea of, where the weather's going to go. Here's this afternoon. We'll take it out to 5 o'clock. Showers and thunderstorms developing from Chicago out through portions of Missouri, eastern Kansas, and there through Indiana as well. Continue to go forward. Strong thunderstorms, severe. We'll talk about that in just a second. Tonight, develop across the Arklatex regions, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana. Heavy rain, thunderstorms, flash flooding. Tonight's going to be a loud, noisy, wet night across the plains, or the Ohio Valley, if you will, in the Midwest. This is a look at the day one categorical severe weather outlook. And again, you can see the enhanced risk for severe weather across Illinois, Missouri, and the Arklatex regions there, eastern Oklahoma, with a enhanced area at stronger tornadoes being possible here across portions of southwestern Missouri, southeastern Kansas, northeastern Oklahoma, northwestern Arkansas. Tornadoes, though, possible really anywhere in the warm sector here. You can see inside the brown. Biggest threats further north and east are going to probably be hail with an isolated damaging wind threat, but some big hail possible here across central Illinois as well. So active severe weather day tonight. It continues. It moves east tomorrow. In fact, we think that the risk here needs to probably be pulled north and west a little bit tomorrow. I think areas in here could be looking at more severe weather and tornado potential tomorrow, especially across central Indiana, as there's an area of low pressure and a warm front further north. So we're going to have to watch that as well. But a multi-day severe weather event unfolding as it moves, as things move here across the central U.S. I'll show you real quick simulated radar guidance outside of where we just went through. I just showed you the next 18 hours. But again, you can see late tonight, a nasty line of thunderstorms here tonight into Tuesday morning have developed here across the Arklatex regions. Heavy rain, training of rain and thunderstorms over the Ohio Valley. Take it out to tomorrow morning. All right, what we're going to watch is the first wave moves east as the warm front works in. Watch the development of cells again tomorrow afternoon, 1, 2, 3 o'clock. These are some nasty supercell-looking thunderstorms along the warm front. And then here down across the main area where the best forcing is, a nasty line of thunderstorms develops across Kentucky, Tennessee, down through portions of Alabama, and so, in Mississippi. So looking like another big severe weather day on the table tomorrow. You can see radar lights up and looks pretty nasty. Just looking at rainfall totals the next 2 days, the heaviest totals, move this up here just real quick. The heaviest totals look to be focused across right across the central portions of Illinois, Indiana, portions of a larger portion there of Ohio, there, Pennsylvania. Locally here, 3 inches or more of rain's on the table. Anytime you get under a heavier thunderstorm, you're certainly going to be looking at a lot of rain. And it's not going to be a rain that's not welcomed. It might be a little too much rain. But the good news is beyond that, the pattern actually starts to calm down a little bit. This is a look at the European model outside of this storm system. Look at the backside snow here, Tuesday night into Wednesday. This is wild. A 987 millibar low pressure system ushering in unseasonably cold air. Very, very cold here coming up this week in terms of relevant to normal April, if you will. Look at this, 987 low. Winds are just ripping here Wednesday. Probably going to be some high wind warnings, wind advisories here across the area, especially Illinois, Indiana, as we're working in just a nasty weather day with rain mixing with wintry precipitation throughout the day on Wednesday. It's pretty gross. Snow up into the north and east. This system works out late week finally. All right, and as we get into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because most of the country pretty quiet, another bigger storm system may develop, offer up some rain, severe weather possibly, or at least some stronger thunderstorms Saturday into Sunday across the western plains. See that low pressure center there developing across western Nebraska and offering up some rain. And then that will move east here with time, and we'll kind of, again, the pattern starts to get a little less active for a couple days. It's not a totally quiet pattern. I want to show you the weeks 1 and 2. Week 1 is obviously full of blue with the big storm coming through. Week 2, it gets very warm. Okay. And what happens is this very active look here across the Ohio Valley and points east, it calms down a little bit in week 2. Now, we're still at or slightly above normal precipitation for week 2. The focal point of the most active weather in week 2 will come across the south central plains in the deep south, I believe. It doesn't mean it won't rain here, because it probably will, but in terms of just excessive amounts of rain or above normal rains, right now the biggest signal seems to be across Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas for week 2. Nonetheless, though, a major warm-up's coming. I would imagine by mid-April, a lot of, if not probably everyone, is going to be planting, getting in the tractors and getting some work done. Strong signal for week 2 warmth there by the latest North American Ensemble forecast system. It's a 90 to 100% probability across the entire grain belt that temperatures will be above normal in the 8 to 14 day outlook after this nasty front comes through here this week. I know we're looking forward to getting that out of here. As it stands, week 3 and week 4 temperatures, I mean, they're at or above normal. We're not seeing any huge signs of really cold air mid to late April right now. In fact, if anything, the warming trend probably continues mid to late April into May. Looking at precipitation for this time frame, it's not excessively active or wet, according to the latest weeklies. It's probably at or slightly below normal. Our forecast has always been the deeper we get into the spring months, the less active and potentially warmer it will get. And that looks to kind of be surfacing a little bit here, just based off the latest weekly product from the CFS model. So I have a huge reason to disagree with this. When I look at the North Pacific pattern, the 1 to 5 day period here tells me that this is a ridge here. If anything, this could be a signal for it being active in the far western plains. Low pressure center here. The idea is we take this, okay, and in 3 weeks we shift it here. It's a method of just kind of outside of the box thinking that sometimes does well, sometimes doesn't do that well. But this idea would particularly indicate a warmer forecast and perhaps a less active one. If it would be active, it would again be probably further west here in these west central plains. So encouraging outlook, in my opinion, after this week, going forward to get into the fields and start getting work done. I don't see any major risks of anything. In fact, some indications of tropical convection going into phase 4, which is a warmer and drier phase overall in mid to late April. So thanks for watching today. Again, we'll keep an eye on the cloud cover forecast for the eclipse and keep updating you on that as well. If you have questions, feel free. Reach out to us, comment on a post or whatever the case may be, DM us. Have a wonderful week. We'll talk to you soon.